What's going on, folks? We are here at the New England Reptile Show. I got my entourage with me. It's Nibs. Everyone knows Nibs. We're about to go check out some cool stuff or some bad stuff. I don't know yet. Let's find out.
Right now?
Dude, he's ready. He's fucking ready. What do you think about this one?
Yo.
And alrighty, boys and girls, we are back in the reptile dungeon. Now, I do apologize that this expo video was a little shorter than usual. Truth be told, I actually ended up talking to my buddies for a little bit too long, and I got there a little late, so by the time I actually started filming, it was like 3. People are already packing up. What are you gonna do? However, we did pick up some awesome stuff at this expo that I do want to bring up today, so we'll do a little bit of a Reptile Expo / expo pickup video. I'm sure that'll be okay, and I can still strand it long enough to get some AdSense on this one. Now, real quick before we continue on with today's video, I just want to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Reptilinks. Reptilinks is a raw, whole food prey item developed specifically for our snakes and lizards. These guys have done a lot of work over the years developing multiple varieties of foods, going from some common ones like the Mega Blend with fruits and veggies for our tegus, or maybe the Omnivore Blend for something like a bearded dragon or blue-tongued skink. Heck, you can even get a little bit weird with them. They got flavors like the Bayou Blend, rabbit and quail, or iguana meat. You can feed reptiles to your reptiles. My God, what a time to be alive. Whether you're just tired of seeing rats in your freezer, or maybe you're just trying to up the variety for your special reptile, Reptilinks has you covered. Now, if you guys want to get some more information on this, make sure to peep the link right down in the description, and also make sure you use code DBCB and checkout to save on your order. Your boy also gets a small cutback if you do. I very much appreciate it. Let's get back into the video. First thing I really want to talk about is the jumping spiders that we got. Now, we've had a female jumping spider just for a couple of weeks thanks to Jocelyn Exotics, and she came back again even better and bigger than ever. So now, including that, now starting today, we also have 2 juvenile jumping spiders and a male that'll be ready to breed when the female is, which means hopefully here very soon we will have a pair of jumping spiders breeding and giving us jumping spider babies. Yes, I am now spider breeder. But not really, because I just breed jumping spiders. It's kind of like saying, like, I breed snakes, but in reality you just breed ball pythons. Like, kind of, but let's be honest. Honestly, I'm really excited for these guys. I've had jumping spiders throughout my life, although, to be honest, they have been wild caught that I just catch and then keep. They don't live very long because usually they're adults when I find them, and so on and so forth. However, these are captive bred babies that were grown out from just a little bit of an egg sac to now these big boys. We'll be continuing to produce captive bred jumping spiders to the people that are interested in them. Honestly, I think jumping spiders make the absolute best pet spider to really get your fear of your arachnophobias out. It was the first one I started with when I had a fear of spider, and look at me now. Now I have a Goliath bird eater. Yep. To be honest, I did get those spiders mostly from Casey. She has a little bit of a fear of spiders and want to get over that, so now she has jumping spiders. She's in love with jumping spiders. Soon we'll get her to love all tarantulas and for her to stop coming down here and saying ew every time she goes over and looks at them. Talk about some of my stuff, some stuff that I bought for myself. Now right over here we have a Brazilian black tarantula. This comes from KF Invertebrates. Huge shout out to him and getting me these guys. I absolutely love the Brazilian black, and actually the Brazilian black was the first tarantula that really got me super over the fear of not just spiders but tarantulas in general. Now, to be honest, this guy doesn't look like much. It's just a juvenile. However, when he ends up growing up, he's gonna look like this. well, like a fluffy black spider. People that aren't into tarantulas and don't know much about that, you're probably asking yourself, Dakota, why did you get a Brazilian black? You got a black tarantula? It doesn't make sense when you got OBTs, Versacolors, Metallica, just some really awesome colorful tarantulas. Why would you go for one that is kind of just black? There's a good reason for that. Now, we call these guys in the tarantula community, which I am now a part of. Whether you like it or not, tarantula community, I'm a part of you now. Get ready. These are also known as the black labradors of tarantulas. They are extremely docile, extremely slow, and just a great tarantula if you're into handling tarantulas. Not that I personally think that handling tarantulas is a big thing. I want to start myself getting into the tarantula community by immediately saying some controversial take like you can handle all tarantulas. Let's not do that. Personally, like I said before, I have a little bit of a personal connection with Brazilian blacks. I do want one in my collection now that I am really getting into tarantulas. Well, unfortunately, as this guy is a juvenile, they unfortunately do take a long time to grow. Like, I think someone said 9 years. I don't know if they were like messing around with me, like, yeah, it takes a decade to grow that out to an adult. However, what I do know is it takes a long time. However, I got patience. I got a sulcata that's this big. I can't wait for him to be this big. And now I got a Brazilian black that's this big that I can't wait to get this big. All comes in time, but I am happy that we're one step closer to having a beautiful Brazilian black tarantula in the collection. Last but certainly not least on this Expo pickups, we have this beauty right here. And this is going to be the curly hair tarantula, an absolutely amazing dude. Actually, we are going to unbox her and talk about her a little bit. Now, I actually really do love the curly hair tarantulas. I think they're once again kind of in that starter tarantula pet. While the Brazilian black is absolutely incredible, the one kind of downside about it is they're a little bit rare. Importing has stopped on these guys, and with them becoming sexually mature and aging out for so long, you really don't see the Brazilian blacks that much anymore. Which means we kind of got to go through some other species. Now, there are some great starter tarantulas. The Arizona blonde, the pink toe, and the curly hair are a couple of ones that I personally know of that I think would make great pets. And this again, I got this tarantula for two things. One, I did want a nice, docile tarantula that wasn't going to be super flighty like some of the ones we have. But also, I wanted a tarantula that could be moved up for Casey. Again, with their fear of tarantulas or arachnophobia. Of course, jumping spiders are one thing, but we really want her to get not afraid of tarantulas. And I think this curly hair is a perfect example on how to do that. Take a look at that right there. Absolutely incredible. Now, you will note that I am wearing gloves. I know some people are gonna have some comments about that. Personally, I have witnessed, I've taken this one out a couple of times and it has kicked on me and the hair's kind of itch, and I'd rather just wear gloves, and that way I don't have itchy hands or arms. I guess I'd still get arms. But I just don't want to be itchy. You can make your comments if you want. I'll take the comments instead of having itchy hands potentially. This girl is as sweet as can be. Let's get a little bit of a close-up with her. Absolutely incredible. You can see docile, just chilling out, not a super fast tarantula. I don't feel that I'm any risk of any harm or anything like that. This is a great tarantula to talk about and really get people to fall in love with them. So instead of having this fear of tarantulas and you got some that can be a little flighty, a little bit more defensive, just more display tarantulas than something like this. This is a great pet to show people, kind of like an ambassador animal, right? This is a great animal to show people that, hey, while tarantulas can look a little bit scary, the truth is they're not, and they can make fantastic pets just like our reptiles, our lizards, and our snakes. Alright, we would like to keep handling kind of at a minimum with these guys for tarantulas, so we are going to put her back. I just wanted to take her out for a quick video. Also, the second thing you guys are probably wondering, this is a temporary enclosure for her. We just got her in today. Pretty much what we are going to be doing is we do have a special enclosure coming very soon for her in all of our tarantulas that we can talk about here. Maybe the next episode, 2 episodes from now? I guess we'll have to find out. And there you got it, boys and girls. We got to check out the New England Reptile Expo and see some of the amazing new spiders that we have over here at Dakota Blue Exotics. Hopefully you guys are liking the tarantula content that we have going on, because the next 2 videos, well, I don't want to spoil it, but let's just say there's gonna be some big stuff coming very soon. As always, thank you so much for taking the time in your day to follow us over here at Dakota Blue Exotics. I will see you guys next time, but until then, goodbye.